So today is a talk on simplifying supplements, and there's a lot of information out there. We picked the ones that we feel are the most important and the ones that you wanted to hear about. A couple of quotes. We used this one last time. Thomas Edison said, "The doctor of the future will give no medicines, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the causes and prevention of disease." He was way ahead of his time in a lot of ways, wasn't he? I mean, very inventive mind and very much forward thinking. And then another quote, "Those who think they have no time for healthy eating will sooner or later have to find the time for illness." You think a healthy diet is inconvenient, get sick and see how convenient that is. And that was the Earl of Derby in 1873. So as Ecclesiastes said, there's nothing new under the sun, and we just keep rediscovering that. Let's go over some data from start to finish. We did this last time, from June to September. Unfortunately, we didn't slow your age down. You all did get older, but some of your bodies got younger, and some of you have heard that good news already. Heart rate was about the same, resting heart rate before and after. An amazing thing is how much the blood pressure went down. Nearly a 10-point drop in blood pressure for the group. That's phenomenal. A single drug that we prescribe that the FDA says is effective, on average lowers it by 10 points. So we've had that effect without having to add a drug. So that was the top number. The bottom number went down almost 3 points. Both numbers are important for heart attacks and strokes. The top number tends to be the more stroke predictive number of the two, and the bottom number tends to be the more heart attack predictive, but they're both important. The heart rate after you did your exercise test as a group dropped by nearly 10 points. That's pretty amazing in 3 months. So you're into the ideal category. Remember, the dark green is our perfect target. Nobody shrank, that's good news. Aggregate-wise, we had a net loss of weight of 5 pounds per person. That, when you figure out how much body fat was lost, 150 pounds. 150 pounds of body fat lost through the group. The BMI, the body mass index, went down a full point, which is tremendous. Here's the big one. We talked about body composition and that the scale is only one number, but body composition is much more important. A full 25% drop.
Wow.
Phenomenal stuff. And that's why the blood pressure got so much better. And then here's where the fat weight that was lost, an average of 13 pounds per person throughout the time. Again, 25% loss. Better news yet. Body composition is also body shape. So some of you may have noticed your clothes fitting a little bit better, and this is why. Waistlines went down by almost an inch. And hip also went down about an inch. And that is where we tend to store the bad fat, is that midsection fat. So we are making progress on that. And then the waist to hip ratio and the waist to height ratio, which are other ways of looking at body composition, all improved. These numbers really are dramatic. Let me just tell you, from 30 years of being in practice, knowing how hard it is for people to make behavioral changes and to do some of this, you all as a group have really embraced this. We also know that life happens, and from some of our one-on-ones, people said, well, I did it this long, but couldn't do it this week. That's okay. It's get back on the horse, get back on the program as soon as you're able to. Paying attention to all the details does pay off. We showed 2 participants last time. These are going to be the same 2 people, just the longer time frame. The first participant was pretty good to start with. Got even better. Look at the blood pressure change, 40-point drop in that person's blood pressure. BMI down into the ideal range, waist, all of those numbers are great. Somebody that had a little more work to do still has made good progress. Moved down on blood pressure, move down on BMI, move down on waistline. So paying attention to the details helped both somebody that was pretty healthy to start with and somebody that had more work to do. We've got to keep doing them and keep doing them. So then the last one is the end of the road. The first person actually had a little bit of backsliding on their blood pressure. I don't know all the details of that, but maybe the exercise had slacked off in the week or two before that final assessment. But they maintained their BMI, in fact, was down even a little bit further. Good news, the participant B really kept on the program, and blood pressure got better every time, BMI got better every time, so have a lot more of the greens over there than they did the first time. It's okay if you move backwards. That's one of our points. It's just don't let it stay there. Get back on the program. A couple of highlights are I already told you about the 150 pounds. 25%. Company-wide, do you remember what I estimated the company needed to lose? Anybody remember that number? It was a big number. It was 24,000 pounds.
Oh, gosh.
12 tons.
Wow.
As a company.
Not the 19 of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not the 19, the whole company.
Okay.
The whole company.
We're okay in this room altogether.
That's right, this room, that's right. So, a quarter of that it would be 3 tons lost in 3 months. The health impact of that, I keep coming back to that. The health impact can't be overstated. The recovery heart rate score down by 8% is phenomenal. That shows the fitness level. So let's talk now about some of the supplements. We've chosen these: vitamin D and fish oil, cinnamon, niacin, fiber, and then the protein powders. Let's talk about vitamin D first. But before that, that's right, we're going to talk about how do you even choose a supplement? What are some of the guidelines? USP is an organization that will verify the supplements, and you can see that mark on the vitamin bottles. So they will verify that the ingredients are really what it's supposed to be. They will verify that it's not got anything harmful or any of the contaminants. They will verify that it gets absorbed into your body properly. If you want to, you can get some of the generic vitamins and put them in a glass of water, and they'll be there tomorrow. It's just sitting there. And so that it's been made according to the good manufacturing practices. Their website is there at the bottom. We do have a handout. I guess you guys already have it, right? So that's on there. Some other advice on supplements is they're not all beneficial for you. There are thousands of them out there. If you took everything that somebody recommended, you wouldn't have room to eat. So just because it's a supplement doesn't mean it's beneficial. Natural does not necessarily mean health promoting. More of a supplement is rarely better for you. There are a few exceptions of that, but more is rarely more healthy. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. And they don't all follow the same standards. So another website for who are you going to call to find out if something's good is consumerlab.com. Great website. Now they've been around for 13 years doing testing. It is a membership website. So USP is available without membership. This is $33 a year, $54 for 2 years. But it's a wonderful website, and there's the address for you.